congratulations, Bethany Mattek-Sands. Biggest win of your career?
Definitely one of the biggest wins of my career. Obviously, taking out a Grand Slam champion here at the French Open feels awesome. It was a tough match, 3 sets. She was playing good. I knew I had to win the match. I knew she wasn't going to give it to me, and I was able to do that today. So I'm really happy.
But as the match went on, were you starting to get the fingernail biting situations, or how were you feeling?
I was feeling great. Obviously, you get a little excited when you get match points, but I was really trying to stick to the system that had gotten me here in the first place and just close out the match that way. You can't think of anything differently towards the end if there's a big point or a big game. There's no such thing. You just go out there and do what you've been doing, and I think I was able to do that, and that's why I was able to close it out.
When you went into the match, what chance did you give yourself?
Every match you walk in, you have to know you can win. Whether you're going to do it or not, that's what's going to unfold. But before every match, I always give myself a good chance of winning. I mean, you have to, otherwise you won't. If you don't have that confidence, I don't think you're able to pull out the wins. And she's a tough player and top player, and obviously on paper it didn't look good, but that's not what I worry about. I worry about my game plan, my strategy, and that's what I did.
Last year, Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
Dancing with the girls there. What's bigger, Moulin Rouge dancing or
Moulin Rouge dancing? I don't know, because I heard not a lot of people get to go backstage at Moulin Rouge. But since I am a professional tennis player, beating Nali on court number 1 here at French Open has to pass that one.
Just a bit,
Just
right?
a little bit, yes. It was special, though.
It was, I'm sure. Now, normally the talk with you, and we've spoken, is what you're wearing on court, how you create all that. But does it feel strange that nobody's really asked you about that this time around?
Believe it or not, I still get questions about my fashion. Normally it's, when are you going to do something crazy again? But because I've been kind of low key. But it's always been about the tennis. I mean, that's first and foremost. Yeah. And the fashion is something that I would do regardless if I played tennis or not. So that's always kind of been secondary, even though it has gotten more attention in the past. But right now I'm letting my racket do the talking, and that's okay with me.
Last year it was the illness and the injury and all that. I mean, did you think at that time, and you've spoken about this new diet that you're on, which is killing you?
The worst, yet the best.
Yeah, what is it actually that you have to eat?
It is the worst yet the best at the same time. No, it's the main allergies that I have are gluten and dairy, and then I have some other ones like pineapple, peaches, papaya,
really?
White potatoes, garlic. Yeah, so it's been kind of tough here in Paris, and let me tell you. But the fact that I feel so much better and that I feel so good, that I recover better, it's worth it. I mean, it makes it an easy decision to stick to the diet.
Okay, but what I was also going to ask you is that when those situations were happening and all that, and you couldn't play, at that stage, do you think that you'd come back, bring your ranking back up the way you have, and score a win over a slam champion?
I mean, you can never kind of tell the future, but it starts off little. It starts off with little things in practice. What am I working on? What am I building? It starts out on qualifying matches this year that I had to win to get my ranking back up. At the beginning of this year, I wasn't even sure I was going to make qualifying here at French Open. So that's where my ranking was. And did I always believe I could beat top players? Yeah, I do. But you got to build it gradually, and especially coming back after some injuries and some time off, it takes a little bit of time. But I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling healthy, so I'm happy.
And just last thing, looks like you're already planning for Wimbledon because you got the green and purple tints in your hair.
Yes, I was green and purple for Wimbledon last year, and it's still kind of the same shades. But when I go to London, I have a good hairstylist there, so I might come out with something new.
And have you ever had Novak Djokovic watching over your shoulder while you've been interviewed?
I haven't, but I feel kind of lucky that he was there, just bringing me some good vibes, maybe like shoulder massage if I get for close enough.
Beth, thanks a lot.
Cool.